This was our last slide, okay, and all the instrumentation is explained to you. So now we are going to proceed for the next. See here, what is this on your screen now here? See, amperometric and voltammetric technique both are together here. We have seen voltmeter, but here amperometer is there, okay. So you can measure the current over here, and one more technique is coulometer. Okay. So these are the techniques. So see what is amperometric technique and what is a coulometric technique. So here in amperometry you are measuring the current passing through the electrolytic cell. Current passing through the electrolytic cell when potential applied is kept constant. Applied potential is kept constant, and how much current is passing through the cell. Okay, in the cell there is a presence of electrolyte. There is a presence of electrolyte. Okay, now that will help us to find out the actual concentration of the species. See how you can find out. You are going to measure the current. You are going to measure the current after addition of or installation of each installment of titrant. Titrantची installment किती असेल तुम्ही at a time 0.1 ml किंवा 0.2 ml किंवा 0.5 ml सुद्धा त्या ठिकाणी at a time त्याच्यामध्ये काय करायचंय, ब्युरेट मधून you can add to the conical flask or the beaker, and then you can measure the current which is passing through it. This is how you can do the analysis. By which method you can find out the actual concentration? You will get end point. You will get end point over there, and you are going to plot a graph of current versus, right? Current versus, because you are measuring the current. That's why you are taking current on one axis and volume of titrant added on another axis. Volume of titrant added on another axis. This is how. See, for example, here bismuth 3 versus EDTA titration, in which you can find out the endpoint. Then you can find out Mg2 plus versus 8-hydroxyquinoline. Then you can find out for Pb2 plus versus K2Cr2O7. So such a different number of titrations are there. So these are what examples, okay. And out of which I think this titration is there again in the study for the TYBSc, and this is also there. Okay, so no problem. So this is what your amperometric technique. What you are learning here, you are measuring the current, okay, and you are plotting its graph versus volume of titrant. प्रत्येक ठिकाणी volume of titrant हा तुमचा आहेच आहे बघा. या टेक्निक जे आहे आणि volume of titrant कुठून टाकताय तुम्ही, ब्युरेट मधून. कसा टाकताय, इन्स्टॉलमेंट मध्ये, either 0.1 ml or 0.2 ml or 0.3 ml at a time. Okay, slowly, and what happens, how you will come to know that whether we reach to end point or not? You will see sudden change like this, either increase or decrease in current. Okay, by this way you can observe over there, and that will help you to get the end point. So in the coulometry, okay, it is electrochemical technique of analysis. The sample solution is a part of electrolytic cell. Sorry, it is a part of electrolytic cell, and here you are carrying out electrolysis. What you are doing, you are carrying out electrolysis of what? Analyte. Okay, so quantity of electricity passing through the solution is correlated with the concentration. Again, you are measuring here electricity. You are measuring here electricity. How much quantity of electricity is passing? Okay, concentration, it gives the concentration of electro oxidized species. Electro oxidized species or electro reduced species. त्यांचं concentration त्या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला काय करता येतं, find out करता येतं. Okay, and that is from there in your sample solution. Okay, जे की इलेक्ट्रोगॅव्हिमेट्री टेक्निक मध्ये सुद्धा त्या ठिकाणी आहे. सो ते जे टेक्निक होते हे दोन तुम्हाला इन्स्ट्रुमेंट दाखवले. एम्पेरोमेट्रिक टेक्निक होतं, दुसरं कुलोमेट्रिक टेक्निक होतं. ओके, आपण त्या ठिकाणी काय करतोय, करंट मेजर करतो आहोत. नाउ द नेक्स्ट, see properly what instrumentation is there. TGA, thermogravimetric analysis. Thermogravimetric analysis. Now we are going to proceed for the study with the help of heat. अभी देखा, इसके पहले देखा हमने इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का यूज करके कैसे एनालिसिस करते हैं, थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ देखा है. वी आर जस्ट स्टडिंग इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट. Okay, no technique is there in much great detail. We have studied so far. Okay, so later on two techniques are there. We'll go through it. So here TGA, you are using heat. Thermo, T for thermo, G for gravimetric, A for analysis. Okay, TGA, thermogravimetric analysis. This is the instrument. तो हम उसका वेट मेजर करते हैं सैंपल का. विद द हीटिंग उसके सैंपल के वेट में क्या डिफरेंस आता है, मास में क्या डिफरेंस आता है, दैट वी आर मेजरिंग. हेंस द थर्मोग्राविमेट्रिक, ग्रेविमेट्री इंडिकेट्स डाउनवर्ड फोर्स, है ना, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. तो उसमें हम वेट या मास मेजर करते हैं उसके अंदर. ओके, और ये एनालिसिस कॉमन हियर. डिफरेंट थर्मल एनालिसिस, different thermal analysis, different, T for thermal, A for analysis. This is the instrument. Okay, so these are very important in our day-to-day life also. All the cosmetics and whatever medicines you are using now, that are analyzed by this technique. Okay, so now next what is the DSC instrumentation? Differential scale calorimetry, differential scale calorimetry. Okay, we'll see that, no problem. Then what is the next? Thermometric titration. This is we are going to learn in detail. Thermometric titration. At the end of this, this topic will be end on this instrumentation. So rest of the instruments were not there. What I have seen over there in your book. Only spectroscopic technique are there. Few you can say that single beam spectrophotometer is there, double beam spectrophotometer is there. Okay, then single beam colorimetry is there, double beam colorimetry is there. Okay, so these 5 technique we are going to see in somehow detail. Now all the technique which we have seen, जो डायग्राम देखे हैं हमने इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन के, तो उसका पहला जो टेक्निक है, यहाँ पे हम कुछ नहीं, यहाँ पे हम हीट का इंटरेक्शन होने के बाद कैसा वो बिहेव करता है सब्सटेंस. हम जब हीट देते हैं सब्सटेंस को तो वो कैसा बिहेव करता है. तो पहला टेक्निक देखा था हम, उसमें क्या कर रहे हैं, मेजर कर रहे हैं मास. ओके, विथ इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर, विथ इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर मास रिड्यूस होता है या इंक्रीज होता है, और उसका ग्राफ प्लॉट करके हमें पता चलता है कि उसके अंदर कुछ इम्प्योरिटी है या नहीं. उसके बाद था DTA, डिफरेंट थर्मल एनालिसिस. डिफरेंट थर्मल एनालिसिस, तो हम डिफरेंस लेते हैं. वहां पे एक सैंपल जो है आपका, उसका टेम्परेचर TS लेते हैं. जब हीटिंग करते हो तब उसका टेम्परेचर जो है सैंपल का वो TS में मेंशन करते हो, और जो दूसरा ले रहे हो उसके अंदर आप वो क्या रहेगा, रेफरेंस मटेरियल रहेगा. दैट विल बी योर रेफरेंस मटेरियल, एंड यू आर टेकिंग डिफरेंस, you are taking difference. So that difference delta T, the difference delta T is measured, and that will help you to check out the purity of your substance or what is the present in that substance. Okay, जो reference है वो पूरा pure होगा, ये पूरा pure होगा, और इसके अंदर सैंपल के अंदर कुछ impurity होगी तो आपको पता चलेगी, या कुछ तो है इसके अंदर, तो उसकी वजह से ये टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस ज्यादा आ रहा है. ये बात यहाँ पे होगी. उसके बाद है डिफरेंशियल स्कैनिंग कलरीमेट्री, डिफरेंशियल स्कैनिंग DSC, डिफरेंशियल स्कैनिंग कलरीमेट्री. नाउ सी हियर द एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड, in which the energy required to establish a zero difference. ये जो ऊपर देखा था ना हमने, इसमें जीरो डिफरेंस मेंटेन करने का प्रयास करते हैं वो. तो वो जो एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड है ना, वो एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड है वो क्या है, दैट इज मेजर्ड एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टेम्परेचर. देखो कि इधर क्या है, हमने डिफरेंस मेजर किया है, वो डिफरेंस मेजर किया है. इधर ये क्या कर रहे हैं, जो डिफरेंस आता है उसको नल करने का प्रयास करते हैं, वो जीरो करने का ट्राई करते हैं. दे आर ट्राइंग टू मेक इट जीरो, and whatever energy required to make it zero, that energy is now plotted against one more parameter, okay, and that you can study over there. Different parameter means what? That will be your temperature, what you are providing to that sample. Okay, now here thermometric titration. Now this is we are going to learn in detail. इसका प्रिंसिपल है, इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन है, एप्लीकेशंस है, तो वो हम देखेंगे एंड में, है ना. यहाँ पे चेंज इन द टेम्परेचर आर मेजर्ड ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ टाइट्रेशन. तो दिस इज यूज इन द एसिड बेस टाइट्रेशन एंड कॉम्प्लेक्सोमेट्रिक टाइट्रेशन. दिस इज देयर इन डिटेल, so we will learn over there in proper way. Now here, what is a spectroscopy? Here, as I told you, we are going to learn totally 4 techniques. Okay, so 4 techniques we are learning here. तो उसमें क्या है कि पहला जो दोनों ये दोनों है और ये दोनों है, actually we are going to learn only 2 techniques. I will clear it to you in a proper way कि इसमें क्या है कि सिंगल बीम एक है और डबल बीम एक है. तो इंस्ट्रूमेंट एक ही है, लेकिन उसमें क्या है, सिंगल बीम इंस्ट्रूमेंट है और डबल बीम. जो लाइट आता है सिंगल बीम में, सिंगल बीम आता है, लेकिन यहाँ पे वो स्प्लिट करता है वो बीम और वो यूज कर रहा है उसके वास्ते, उसके लिए. यहाँ पे भी वही है, यहाँ पे भी सिंगल बीम है और डबल बीम है. तो यहाँ पे क्या स्टडी करने वाले हैं, कलरीमीटर, और यहाँ पे स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर स्टडी करने वाले हैं. ओके, सो होप यू विल गेट क्लियर. And at the end there will be the thermometric titration, जो कि मैंने यहाँ पे बोला था. At the end, you can see on your screen, that is at the end of your slide, or that is just, you know, thermometric titration is there. Now see, what is a spectroscopy? Spectro, interaction of what? Light. You are observing with the substance, analyte, and that spectra, whatever spectra is obtained later on after interaction, that will help you to analyze. So study of interaction between the radiation and the matter as a function of wavelength. इसका definition है. Interaction with the particle radiation or a response of material to an alternating field or varying frequency. So don't get much confused over here. That sentence are as like, so this is just interaction. Okay, तो spectrum क्या होता है, जो स्पेक्ट्रा आएगा उसके बाद आफ्टर इंटरेक्शन whatever response you are noting in the detector, that is what your spectrum, that is what your spectrum. Okay, so that will be the spectra. Spectrometry, the measurement of these responses, जो response आ रहे हैं after irradiation of particular substance with the light, irradiation of light on particular analyte. So whatever responses you are noting, that responses are measured with the help of an instrument that is called spectrometer. Okay, the technique is called spectrometry. And whatever graph you will obtain from that, that is called a spectrograph. Here it is the instrument is a spectrometer, and the technique or the particular instrument. Okay, and in the spectrometry there are different kind of instruments are there. Okay, so this is how the technique works. Now see, here you are going to study qualitatively and quantitatively, है ना, qualitatively and quantitatively, both the things we are going to focus now. So basic terms in spectrometry, this is very important. Unless and until you are able to understand this thing, you cannot proceed further for the study of all the instrument which you are going to see in your syllabus. Okay, now that is started from here. Okay, now remember, instruments are like your mobile. As I frequently used to tell that instruments are like your mobile. So different settings are there. Okay, so that settings will help you to analyze the analyte. Okay, तो वो हम यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं कि कौन से टर्म है जो आपको यहाँ पे काम के हैं. तो देखो, according to Planck's quantum theory, so absorption of radiation by a molecule is in the form of spectra, that is quanta, and the energy is given by h nu, bundle, packets. Okay, that energy is taken in the form of packet, or that may be taken in the form of bundle. Packet or bundle, that you may call as a quanta. Okay, single quanta. Okay, see each quanta है ना. जसं की मी म्हणेल तुमच्याकडे माझ्याकडे 10 बॉल आहेत आणि तुमच्याकडे एक एक बॉल फेकतो आहे आणि तो बॉल तुम्ही कॅच करता आहात, तो दॅट सिंगल युनिट, सिंगल बॉल कॅन बी कन्सिडर्ड एज ए सिंगल क्वांटा. ओके, दैट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ क्वांटा. तो वेव मैकेनिक्स इज देयर एंड क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स इज देयर. लाइट का जो स्टडी किया है वो वेव मैकेनिक्स में क्या करते हैं, लाइट ट्रेवल्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेव. ये चीज भी आपने सुनी होगी, है ना. फिजिक्स में सुनी है, then you might have been heard in physical chemistry, organic chemistry, and also light travels in the form of quanta, in the form of quanta bundle. Okay, तो वो ऐसी भी travel हो रही है. Now E is equal to h nu or E is equal to hc upon lambda, where h is a Planck's constant, h is a Planck's constant, mu is a frequency, mu is a frequency, frequency is measured in terms of hertz per second. Okay, and what is left? C is the velocity of light. C is the velocity of light. What is the velocity of light? You know it, 3 into 10 raised to 8. That value you know very well. Let it be that you knows very well. Now here radiant power वो क्या है, क्या चीज है radiant power? The rate of flow of electromagnetic energy. जो electromagnetic energy कैसी flow हो रही है, that rate is called as a radiant energy. That rate is called as a radiant energy. Now radiant power is usually expressed in watts, okay, or joule per second. Watts, that is joule per second. हम जो यूनिट देखते हैं ना लाइट के, we study in the watt के फॉर्म में आता है. तो 1 watt क्या होता है, 1 joule per second. Now you know what is 1 joule per second or earth per second, you know it very well. These conversions that you have studied in your 12th, 11th, 12th standard and F1 standard. Okay, now here the modifier is often dropped and power is used to mean radiant power. Radiant power, okay, वो कितनी पावर से वो ट्रांसफर हो रही है, उसका रेट क्या है, वो हम यहाँ पे देखते हैं. रेडियंट पावर में इंटेंसिटी क्या है, कितना इंटेंस है वो. ओके, so it is the number of photons of radiation per unit area per unit time. Number of photons of radiation per unit area per unit time. This is what your intensity of light. Okay, so there is a difference between energy of light and intensity of radiation. Energy of radiation, intensity of radiation, these two are very different, remember. Okay, it measured in terms of number of photon incident per unit area per unit time, that is clear to you, but it is independent of frequency and the wavelength of incident light. Frequency and wavelength of incident light. Okay, now ये जो intensity of light है, ये दोनों चीज के ऊपर independent है. Okay, so and that is measured in photons, number of photon per unit area per unit time. Polychromatic and monochromatic. Mono means single, chroma means color or wavelength. Okay, here poly means many colors. Okay, poly means many, chroma means color. Many color are there means many wavelengths are there. Monochroma means single color or single wavelength is there. See, in 380 to 370 many colors are there, है ना. हम जो रेनबो देखते हैं ना, वो डिफरेंट कलर दिखते हैं ना आपको. दिस इज योर विजिबल रीजन. तो आपको काफी सारे लाइट दिखेंगे वहां पे डिफरेंट कलर, लेकिन पर्टिकुलर अगर एक मैं सिलेक्ट करूं विद द हेल्प ऑफ प्रिज्म और डायफ्रैक्शन ग्रेटिंग 700 नैनोमीटर, तो वो एक ही कलर आने वाला है, उसके अंदर एक ही कलर दिखेगा. दिस इज व्हाट योर मोनोक्रोमा, सिंगल कलर. दिस इज द डिफरेंस. ओके, तो जो फिल्टर यूज करते हैं ना हम, दैट फिल्टर इज यूज्ड टू कन्वर्ट पॉलीक्रोमैटिक लाइट इनटू मोनोक्रोमैटिक, नॉट कन्वर्ट, इट्स फॉर द फिल्टरिंग पर्पस. ओके, सो वेवलेंथ ऑफ मैक्सिमम एब्सॉर्प्शन क्या है ये चीज. So in spectroscopy, analysis of particular substance is carried out using radiation of particular wavelength which is absorbed to the maximum extent. कोई सब्सटेंस है वो अगर पर्टिकुलर रेडिएशन मैक्सिमम एब्सॉर्ब करता है पर्टिकुलर वेवलेंथ, एक वेवलेंथ वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा एब्सॉर्ब कर रहा है, जैसे कि समझो 700 नैनोमीटर ज्यादा से ज्यादा एब्सॉर्ब कर रहा है, तो उसका लैम्बडा मैक्स क्या होगा, वो सब्सटेंस का 700 होगा। लेकिन कोई अलग सब्सटेंस है, that substance absorbs its wavelength, maximum wavelength means that is absorbing this wavelength to the maximum extent. Which one? 380 nanometer. So lambda max for that substance will be 380 nanometer. Okay, so don't get confused कि ये 700 सबसे ज्यादा है तो यही lambda max होगा। अलग अलग सब्सटेंस के लिए अलग अलग lambda max होता है, जो कि वो पूरा का पूरा ज्यादा से ज्यादा एब्सॉर्ब करता है। Now what is the Lambert's law? Lambert's law, this is very important. Now in future, wherever you go for the interview purpose, now this is important for botany, important for zoology, important for physics, important for chemistry and all your higher studies. Okay, so never consider this as like once हम chemistry नहीं ले रहे अगले साल तो इसका क्या हमें सोचना है, don't think like that. Okay, तो आप देखोगे वहां पे भी आपको होगा, हर एक सब्जेक्ट में है। लैम्बर्ट्स लॉ क्या बोलता है? लैम्बर्ट्स का कहना यह है कि जो लेंथ है क्यूवेट की, आप जो ट्यूब यूज कर रहे हो जिसमें सैंपल ले रहे हो, इसमें सैंपल है और वो जो ट्यूब है आप एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट में रख रहे हो, है ना, जो कि आपने पहले इंस्ट्रूमेंट देखा, मैंने दिखाया है, स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर दिखाया है। सी हियर, लेट मी शो यू अगेन फॉर अ व्हाइल, आई एम कमिंग मच बैक हियर। सी, ये जो है ना, ये क्यूवेट है, ये बंदे के हाथ में, this guy is carrying this cuvette, okay, and that the sample is there inside. Here it is sample. Now what he is going to do, he is going to insert in this, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपको दिखेगा आपकी स्पेस है, he is going to put this in the that space. Okay, now what will happen after closing this, he is going to pass light from this, either from this side or from this side, either any side light will pass, and he is going to measure reading what is happening when light is passed through that sample. So he is going to measure the reading over here. Now see, here it is. So in this case its length is there, it is having particular length, ये क्यूवेट है ना, इसका particular length है, you can see here. Okay, मुझे लगता है काफी लोग सोने जा रहे हैं, यहाँ पे number is getting decreased, and I can see that who is here online in the lecture. Just inform your friends. This is of your benefit, remember. Now what Lambert's is telling, that length, the length, see this is the length dx, this is very important. Now dx, length is very important. So what he is saying, the amount of light absorbed, the amount of light absorbed is directly proportional to the length of cuvette in which sample is placed. The length of cuvette in which sample is placed. अगर ये इतनी ही लेंथ है तो वो जो एब्सॉर्बेंस है वो इसको डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा। कहाँ पे है वो इक्वेशन? यू कैन सी ऑन योर स्क्रीन, आफ्टर डूइंग सर्टन calculations or after solving this equation, what is there? See, this is equal to KL, and this is what your absorbance. Okay, this is what your absorbance. Okay, so remember, we'll see in detail slowly. Now what it tells you, see here, di minus di upon I is directly proportional to dx. Dx is the length or thickness of layer, thickness of cuvette. Okay, so di minus di upon I is directly proportional to dx. Why the minus sign is there? Because intensity of this incident light, which is incident light, your I, see I is the intensity of incident light, is getting decreased, from going from here to here. इसके बीच में जो जा रही है ना यहाँ से, तो इसका इंटेंसिटी डिक्रीज हो रहा है, एंड वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है इसकी वजह से दिस इज शोन बाय माइनस साइन. Therefore di upon I is equal to minus k1 into dx. So see, this is equal to minus k1 into dx. Now I am shifting this minus sign to this side. Okay, and k1 is a constant, k1 is a constant. Okay, so negative sign indicates the absorption of incident light. Okay, and that intensity of incident light decreases as it passes through the absorbing medium or passing through the solution. Okay, so by taking integration of this equation, where see integration of c di upon I, where I goes from IT to I0. Now this is a transmitted light, IT is a transmitted light, this is intensity of your transmitted light, जो कि किधर है, इससे पास होके जो आगे जा रही है ना, दिस इज योर IT नाउ, यहाँ पे ये I0 है और ये जो है ये एब्सॉर्ब लाइट है, यू कैन से एज IAB एब्सॉर्ब लाइट, इसके अंदर जो एब्सॉर्ब हो रहा है ना, यू मे से दिस एज IAB, this is your capital I to the base AB. Okay, now see is equal to K1 where x goes from integration of dx where x goes from x is equal to 0, तो here x is equal to L. L is a total length, तो यहाँ पे इनिशियली क्या है 0 है और ये टोटल लेंथ है, ये टोटल लेंथ है. Now what happens here, that is equal to log of IT upon I0. एक्चुअली यहाँ पे क्या होता है, log of I0 upon IT होता है, that is equal to K1 ये होने, लेकिन आप क्या कर रहे हो यहाँ पे, see one thing, 1 minute, okay, now log of IT upon IO or incident intensity of incident light is equal to minus K1 into L. So that is equal to log of I0 upon IT, that is equal to K1 into L. K1 into L. Here they forgot to write this symbol. Okay, now by converting this to the base 10, what you will get, 2 point, multiply this by 2.303 log to the base 10 IO upon IT is equal to K1 into L. This is what your absorbance, that is equal to your absorbance. Okay, this is the Lambert's law. So remember only Lambert's L, you remember here L, Lambert's initial is L and L is the length of QA. Here they are showing with the help of X. No need to remember as X, you can learn, remember, just remember this as L, length of QA, length of sample, L, L. Okay, now here Beer's law, what Beer's law tells you, here is a concentration term, instead of length here we are going to take a concentration term, rest of the all the solving equation is same. Okay, only here is a K2, there was K1. So what it gives you, see again, minus di upon I is directly proportional to the concentration of the solution, DC, that is a DC. Now taking integration or to considering it to the large extent, what will happen, you are taking whole area now, whole area. So taking integration, what is there, di upon I, where I take integration of di upon I, where I goes from 0 to IT, I0 to IT, C, that is equal to K2, where concentration term for 0, concentration from 0 to concentration C, you are taking integration of DC. So what will happen here now, see, log to the base E IT upon IO, that is equal to minus, that is equal to minus K2 into C. Okay, now convert this to the different form, that is converting this to the base 10. What you will get here now, 2.303 log to the base 10 I0 or IO upon IT, that is equal to K2 into C. This is what, again, that is equal to absorbance. Okay, so in a general, now later on we are going to combine this law, and that law is called as a Beer's-Lambert's law, that is called Beer's. इधर क्या है, Lambert's ने क्या कहा है कि that is absorbance is proportional to the length. Remember only this sentence. ये भी लिखते हो सिर्फ तो भी इनफ है, absorbance is proportional to the length. Okay, and यहाँ पे आप कह सकते हो absorbance is proportional to the concentration. Absorbance is proportional to the concentration. So in a broad sense, that will become Beers-Lambert's law, and this is very important now. This is very important. So finally, you can see here, see what Lamberts tell you, what Lamberts told you, or what Lamberts said. See here, this is the equation, 2.303 log to the base 10 IO upon IT, that is equal to K1 L. ये लैम्बर्ट साहब ने बोला है कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टर्म के लिए, बियर्स साहब ने बोला है, मैंने लैम्बर्ट्स का याद रखने के लिए मैंने बोला है, I told you that remember L only. Okay, this is the length of QH, length of sample. वो कितना है वो. तो by combining this equation, see what will happen here. ACL, where A is called absorptivity of absorbing medium, जो कि सैंपल है उसका क्या है, absorptivity of absorbing medium. C is a concentration in moles per dm cube. L is the length of QH or the absorbing species or the medium. So our equation can be rewritten as log to the base 10 IO upon IT is equal to A upon 2.303 C into L. C into L. Okay, so that can be written as, so this term can be taken as molar absorptivity. Molar absorptivity. Okay, see here it is epsilon. Epsilon is a molar absorptivity. Okay, examples will be there on this topic. Okay, so on this concept. So what is absorbance? Log to the base 10 I0 upon IT is called absorbance of absorbing system. Okay, and transmittance. Transmittance is a fraction IT upon IO or I0. IT upon IT upon IO is called transmittance. Okay, so here you can write here A is equal to negative log of T. You can write here. Okay, or log of 1 upon T. You can write it here. Okay, see here now. Percentage of transmittance. Percentage transmittance. What is the percentage transmittance? See, that is taken, T is multiplied by 100. So IT upon IO is multiplied by 100. That will give you the percent T. Percentage transmittance. Okay, see here, absorbance is equal to this equation now known to you. Absorbance is equal to log to the base 10 IO upon IT. Okay, that is equal to negative log of T. Negative log of T. Or you can say here as log of 1 upon T. Okay, no problem. You can write in that way also. And that will become negative log of T. Okay, वो चीज वो जो है आपको आनी चाहिए अभी. That is very simple, that you learn in 12th standard only. That is equal to epsilon CL. That is equal to epsilon CL. Therefore, you can write here IO upon IT is equal to 10 raised to epsilon CL from this equation. 1 minute. From this equation. Okay. From this, you can write IO upon IT is equal to 10 raised to minus epsilon, 10 raised to epsilon CL. Therefore, IT is equal to IO into 10 raised to minus epsilon CL. क्या हुआ है यहाँ पे? You are taking this above, this IT you are taking to the numerator and IO you are taking to the denominator, and hence the symbol of this is changed. है ना? ये ऊपर गया वही, फिर आपको ये कैलकुलेट करने को आ रहा है, IT कैलकुलेट करने को हो रहा है वहाँ पे. Okay, so this is very simple. This conversion you can do by your own. Very basic conversions are there. So therefore, what is absorbed light? As I told you, that is intensity of incident light minus intensity of transmitted light. जो आ रही है इसके अंदर उसकी इंटेंसिटी IO है, जो जा रही है उसकी है IT. तो फिर इसने एब्सॉर्ब की वो क्या है? इसने एब्सॉर्ब की है वो क्या है? दिस माइनस दिस. इससे ये माइनस करना है. दिस माइनस दिस will give you this. है ना? See, this is IO minus IT. Therefore, you have a value of IT. You are taking from above equation. Here it is IT. Okay, put that value here, take I common. After taking I common, you will get this equation. Now remember, same as it is, this equation there in TYBSC. As it is, you will learn this equation in TYBSC. Okay, but that will be in somehow more detail. ये equation solve करना पड़ता है TY में, तो वो वहाँ पे है. So, what is a molar extinction coefficient? Molar extinction coefficient क्या है? Here it is molar absorptivity. ये कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे हम? ओके, दिस इज व्हाट यू कैन से मोलर एक्सटिंक्शन कोएफिशिएंट है. ओके, तो यू हैव इक्वेशन A is equal to epsilon CL, तो epsilon is equal to A upon CL. Okay, by this way you can calculate the value of epsilon. You can calculate the value of epsilon. So by using Beer's-Lambert's law or Lambert's-Beer's law, you can find out molar extinction coefficient or molar absorptivity. Okay, so when monochromatic light beam pass through a homogeneous solution, light absorbed in the solution is directly proportional to the concentration and path length.